How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom. Today, Update 15 is officially fully released, which means that we have a lot more really cool stuff we can take a look at. I want to just dive into all of the new things as much as possible, so this might be another lengthy video, which is completely fair if you ask me. Look at this glorious creature. Look at its feathers. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, so yeah, first of all, we're gonna... Ooh. You're interesting. But first of all, we're going to get the Oviraptor going, and then we'll create one of you, and then we'll create one of you, because, of course, something that I do want to do is check out the nesting in these fellas. So we will go ahead and get that going. And obviously, I do still have this. I need to place a nest in here, too. Oh, and look at this. There's some of the new enrichment items, like the log for the insects. We can place that in here. They should be able to eat from that. That's cool because things like this, for example, you can use it to really dress up an enclosure. You know, it really will help the enclosure feel a little bit more alive. The fish one is not here yet, of course, but you know, they said that'll come eventually. So we'll place that in there. How are the babies doing, by the way? I'm getting off topic. I need to focus on this right now. All right. Well, okay, so let's get the nest going. Oh, no, the fish is here. I'm just dumb. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Yeah, there we go. Enrichment item fish. Look how cool that is. You just have like a giant fish. You know, many zoos do that. The Shine Mountain Zoo that in Colorado Springs actually had like a giant, like a zebra, like a dead zebra, and they filled that with like food for some of their animals. It's pretty cool stuff all around. But we are once again getting off topic. So, bloop. Okay, we place that in there, and then we need to get the Oviraptors in here. And then comes the fun of like trying to figure out when these guys actually
I admit, I have a real soft spot for Oviraptor. They're clever and charismatic, but so misunderstood. The vets say we have to keep an eye out for any joint pain or stiffness in their legs. They're concerned that compared to the sand dunes they would have encountered in their natural environment, this substrate could be too firm. Caring for dinosaurs like Oviraptor is a delicate business.
Great. So, okay, and it looks like their breeding season is in April, May, and June. So we're in January. Almost there. We just need to do a little bit of waiting, and then hopefully we can get these two to breed. Something else I also really want to focus on today are the sauropods. Lakota has confirmed to me, and also a lot of you have confirmed to me, that they do breed, or they do lay eggs the way that I suspected they would. That being the sea turtle method, where they kind of they lay a ton of eggs and then they leave them. Which is like the best way for sauropods to do that. And I think we should be able to, yes, June, July, and August. So they are definitely not within their breeding season yet, but we can eventually see these mammals too. Where's the other one? There you are. Okay, so and they do have a bed in here too, so they should be fine. Oh my gosh, look at them go. Look at them go. Look at them run around. I just need to stop for a minute. Look at this gorgeous model. Ah, man, they always do so good. All right, we're in February. Almost to April. Look, they're using the thing. This is look at that. It's just mother and child, mother and daughter. That's look at that. Oh man, I love this game. Look at them go. I don't know why this is so cool to me. Enrichment items that's just something that just adds to it, you know? I know I say that all the time, but it's so true. Look at that. Look at all these guys. The babies are just kind of like hanging around mom, too. Dad is still kind of just solitary after the fact, which is so interesting. Again, I am glad that they do things like that. I'm glad that not every dinosaur or prehistoric creature is the same. I'm glad that there's more layers to this. Yeah, it's like little baby ducks just following their mother. That's so cute. I love it. Ah, this game is just great, guys. Uh-oh. Maybe too many rocks was a bad idea for our old Oviraptor here. Okay, we are in April. Oh! Yes! She rejected. She rejected him. She rejected him. No. Okay. What's your name, by the way, dude? Oh. Never mind. She did not reject him. But Ganzerig. Oh, they're building. And Kenbish. Okay. They're building the nest. Sweet. Let's go. This is awesome, man. Good job, oviraptors. Oh, you hiding? You hiding in the brush? Is that what you're doing? This is so great. This is just so great. I mean, even the public test branch was like really good. You know, like there was a lot of really good things to sink your teeth into with that. But just seeing it all completed, especially with the oviraptor, it's just, everything just feels perfect now. Okay, so she's still pregnant for another, like, less than a minute. So she'll be laying her eggs here pretty soon. I think their nest is just about done, though, which is good. And then he'll probably sit on them as well. Because, little fun fact, we do have, like, some oviraptors that were on their on their nest with their arms outstretched. And the ones, some of them that we've found are likely male oviraptors. And the reason why we can tell that is because female dinosaurs, much like modern day birds, because of course birds are dinosaurs, develop this sort of this reservoir of extra calcium called medullary bone tissue. What that does is it supplies extra calcium for eggshell development. And the fossils that we have that are brooding on the nest don't have that. Now that leads us to believe that it's a male, because you will still find the medullary bone tissue if the animal was pregnant with eggs or had already laid them. And obviously, if the animal's laying on their eggs, that means they have just laid them, which means that it should be, like, if it was a female, you would still see that medullary bone tissue, but you don't, which means it's likely the male, which indicates that both parents do take care of the nest, which is sick. You get, yeah, it's time to lay your eggs in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is time. She is done it. Notice how they lay them in pairs too, which is something that has been found in oviraptor dinosaurs. That, like, they would look like this too. They had this same basic shape. So this is pretty dang accurate, all things considered. So these will be hatching in 6 minutes. Okay, so not that long, all things considered. Yeah, it tells you a lot of details. This is not something that I've looked at quite a lot. It says just one egg, though, so I wonder if we're only going to have one that hatches. But, like I said, I guarantee that both mom and dad are going to take turns taking care of the egg. This is so cool. I really can't wait to, like, start setting up whole ecosystems just to play around with it, like trying to make the environment look as much like the actual ecosystem as possible. With these guys, I can place like Velociraptor, Protoceratops, and Oviraptor, which is, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. You can make a pretty good Hell Creek as well. Okay, well, that's going to be incubating for a minute. I think we're getting pretty close to the mammoth incubation time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, almost next month, June, because I'm currently in May. By the way, for those of you who don't know, because I did give you a few comments last time, we're going off of the months down here in the bottom right is how you track. Yes! And yes, it was just one. So yeah, I think they did say this. Oftentimes the nest, like the amount of eggs that are in the nest won't reflect how many will hatch or how many are there. It did just say one, so they only have one little chick right here. Very cute though, very cute, very cool. Now we got a whole perfect family right here. That's what I like to see. Okay, now next up, we got to get there before it's too late because it's June. Mammoths. Performing mating display. We got here just in time. We got Gelia and Xenia. Oh, it looks like she's going to charge him. Did it work, though? Fleeing. So she did chase him off. She chased him off. She rejected his mating display and chased him off. We need to get a whole herd of mammoths. But that is so cool. She rejected his mating display. It needs to be like mostly of females, because when you're looking at modern day elephant herds, they're mostly herds of females with males that kind of come in to try to Lilimover, I suppose. But she chased him off. That is just so cool, guys. Maybe he could try his luck with some of them, I suppose. I'll put in another male to kind of seem like there's males competing or something like that, just to add a little bit more to it, you know? But she chased him off because his thing said he was fleeing. That was awesome. Okay, he's trying again. Xenia's trying again. Look at the Spinosaurus in the distance. Oh, fleeing. He's getting chased off again. There he goes. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. We have another male over here too. He could cost you. It'll cost you. But yeah, he's gonna try his luck too. It seems. Roaming currently. Wow, but Xenia here, he's not really having the best of luck with this herd of females. Now, I assume the gestation period is going to be long for them. Obviously, mammoths are elephants. Elephants, modern-day elephants, they have a gestation period of 2 years. So I assume that they're, like, once, if it's ever successful, it's going to be, like, a while before we can see the baby. All the females are kind of moving in their own herd, and the males are kind of separate from that, which is what I wanted. That's so cool. It's like the bulls coming in, you know? Sophia, I wonder who's the leader of the herd. Oh, Vika is. Vika's the leader here. She's the matriarch. And then we got like Sophia here and just a few others. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I feel like I'm watching nature happen. Oh, Xenia's trying with Sophia. You got this, Xenia? Nope, you don't got this. Fleeing. Threatening. Bluff charging. She's doing a bluff charge. That's so cool. Ah, man, dude. Kostya, you gotta try, I'm sure. How fertile are you? 33%. Most of them are like around the 30 range. That is so sick. And yeah, the herd's sticking together. Sophia, you gotta, yeah, she's catching up with the herd. Look at her go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make like a whole like mammoth steppe environment and just have like woolly rhinos and like make a herd of females and like some megalosaurus and stuff, and then just try to make my own little ecosystem. That'd be so cool. Okay, it looks like Kostya's trying now. Let's see if Kostya has a better chance than Xenia. Like, let's see if he actually pulls through. Uh-oh. Run! Run, Kostya! All right, well, Kostya had no luck as well. Uh-oh. Still Xenia. Golly, I don't know. I don't think we're going to have any luck with the mammoths. I'm going to have to try with another mammal. But before we do that, I'm going to try the sauropods, because the sauropods, those are something I really, really want to see, like how they do everything. Okay, and then the idea is that out here is where they'll lay their eggs. This will be like the nesting ground. So I'll just place a lot of nests out here. We'll get a herd of sauropods. Just an absolutely massive nesting site right here. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll get some Argentinasauruses. Bluff charging. Yeah, the males are still getting rejected. Okay, we got 8 Argentinasauruses, both males and females, and it's almost their breeding season. Literally in September is their, September, October, November, that's their breeding season. We are currently in August, and we're halfway through August, which means that we are just about in their breeding season. Before we do that, though, let's see if there was any luck to be had over here. No luck. No luck whatsoever. Of course, it would tell me on the left. Darn. Yeah, we'll have to try maybe with Paraceratherium or something like that. Okay, we are officially in Argentinosaurus breeding season. It looks like they're all kind of like moving towards the nesting site, which is cool. I don't know if that's like intentional. Like maybe that's just accidental, but that is cool. Let me like, while they're doing this, let me like kind of dress it up a little bit. Performing a mating display. We got one. Yes! Okay, it worked. Should be pregnant for 10 minutes, too, which is a long time. Bluff charging. Oh, no. Run. Run, Roberto. Run. She's coming. Oh, that's so sick. The sauropods do the bluff charging, too. I like that. That's awesome. So far, we only have 1 pregnant Argentinas. Oh, look at that. I think I've seen them do that before, but that's still very cool to see. Very interesting. Oh, it worked on her, too. Murda is also pregnant. Sweet Murda and Alyssa. Roberto's performing a mating display, probably on Adriana right here. Murda, you're pregnant and you're already watching another mating display? Are you gonna bluff charge? Okay. Okay, so Adriana's pregnant. Alyssa's pregnant, of course, and Murda is pregnant. So we got 3 pregnant Argentinasauruses, as far as I can tell. And I have more than enough nests for them out here. Alyssa's in the middle of laying her eggs, but she has to get to a nest first. There we go, she found a nest. Eggs! There's some eggs down there. Okay, and then now the question is, does she leave them? Which I know that she does, because I've talked to people before. Sweet. You are massive. And yep, she's currently leaving them. Sea turtle method. Lay your eggs and leave. Let them hatch on their own. Ooh, we got 6 eggs here too. Did you see that? Due in 4 months, I believe. So it's 20 minutes. They're due in 20 minutes. So in that case, we'll of course wait. We'll test out another mammal to see how they do. I'm thinking Smilodon. Look at Smilodon in here. They'll be like some Richmond items. They'll get some meat here. This I got from the Steam Workshop a while ago. Place that down. This I also got from the Steam Workshop a while ago. Place this down. Although I don't think they can climb it quite yet. But it certainly does make sense for a Smilodon enclosure. And back here is where I want the bed to be. This is where, kind of like hidden, I suppose. So I'm thinking like 1 male. We're kind of like going the lion pride route, and then a few females. Now, when is your... Oh my gosh, man. April, May, June, July. Currently in January. So we're not too far off, but still takes a minute. Here's the little heartbreaker. Look at it. Oh, man. This update's so great. Okay, well, these eggs are going to hatch here in a little bit. And notice how every time we've come over here, there's not been a single sauropod that came over to, like, take care of their nest. Like, none of the parents... Oh! Holy moly. As I say that, of course, they're all coming here, but look at them. They're all... Okay, let's... Okay, yeah, so we got some baby Argents here. Their models look so good. And then the herd just kind of, like, shows up here. I wonder if that's just to, like, have the babies, like, integrate with the herd, which is kind of interesting to me. But it looks like they're forming their own herd, which I believe that's what's likely for little sauropods. That is so cool, though. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of babies running around in there. It might... When was... That's right, April. So April is breeding season for Smilodon. We are literally less than a month away, so let's get it going. Okay, we are in the Smilodon breeding season, and Emilio is already performing his mating display. Oh, it worked. It takes 22 minutes for it to gestate. So, yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense because mammals do often take longer than, like reptiles. So, okay, so we have to speed up time a little bit more. That means I assume that the elephants, for example, would take 2 in-game years to gestate. And I assume the Paraceratherium would be the same way in some of the larger mammals as well. Oh, he just... 2 of them. Okay, I guess that makes sense if he's like the main male. That does make sense. Isn't that what happens in lion prides? It's like the single male. Yeah, probably. Right. That's so interesting. That is just so interesting, though. That this is. I feel like I should put down like more beds for the females, just to be on the safe side. And shoot, their breeding season is like 6 months, I think. It's kind of long. Searching for nest. Yeah, that's what she's doing. Baby due in 4.3 months. Yeah, he got them all. Sandra's pregnant, Alyssa's pregnant, and Griselda is pregnant. Which, again, I think that's pretty similar to modern day lions. It's really interesting that they took that route. Obviously, Smilodon, they're not lions, of course. They're not tigers either, despite the nickname that everybody likes to use, the saber-toothed tiger. They are actually not really that closely related to any modern-day cat. The lineage that saw saber-toothed cats is now completely extinct. So they're kind of they are cats, but they're just distantly related to any modern-day cat. But taking some behaviors from modern-day cats is certainly something that does make sense. I believe that's very similar to the mammoths over there. Of course, elephants are mammoths, or mammoths are elephants. Elephants are not mammoths, but mammoths are elephants. So taking like influence from that certainly does make sense. And applying it to that certainly makes sense for Smilodon as well, because it is a big cat and it's something that we would recognize. So you have one male. He's the leader of the group too, which is interesting. And then you have the rest being females, and you can kind of have something that might feel a little bit realistic. Look at that one. There he is, Emilio. He's just kind of sleeping on the rock, I guess. Look at him. Sleeps like my chihuahua. Okay, well, she's at the end of her pregnancy currently. Alyssa is. So they just go to the regular beds, and then obviously it's going to be different from reptiles because mammals don't lay eggs, except for the monotremes, like the platypus or the echidna. And there it is. There's the little baby. Little baby Smilodon. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, man. And mom was like, hey, come back. Going to drink. That's really cool, man. That is just so cool. Everything about this update is just really, really cool. And the fact that the males just they didn't succeed. None of them even succeeded. And yeah, it's still just like really cool that the females are they form their own group while the males are kind of just off on their own, I suppose. For the most part, I don't know where the other male is. Before we end it off, there's like a couple more things that we're going to take a look at. We'll look at the rest of the Oviraptor, and then we'll try it with Paraceratherium. We will see like a large, large mammal with that, because I want to see if it is a 2-year in-game gestation period, Okay, and then here's the rest of the Oviraptors. Of course, they do look fantastic, man. The feathers look so good, and looks like they have some slight iridescence. Looks so cool. I love the way that their crest looks and their feathers, especially this tail fan. It's very gorgeous looking. Like, it's very elegant. I quite like it. Same with like that. That goes for all of them. They all look really good. This one's colors is very nice. It's very, very nice. But no, they as usual, they did kill it with the Oviraptor designs, like they do with every single creature design in this game. Okay, so first of all, next up, we will focus on Paraceratherium. We'll try it out real quick. Try to hurry on this one because I am kind of running out of time. Okay, we are currently in their breeding season. Come on. Hopefully we can get it before, because if not, it's going to be like we have to wait like another in-game year in order to make this thing happen. Man, I love the new paintbrush tools. I love that I can do it like this, and it just like makes such like a realistic looking pattern. Performing mating display. Come on, Ganbold, you can do this. Pregnant 2 hours. 2 hours. Holy moly. Okay, so that confirms it right there. That is like 2 in-game years, which makes sense because, again, like modern day elephants, their gestation period is 2 years. Paraceratherium was larger than modern day elephants. Paraceratherium is one of the largest land mammals that we know of, and if not, it's the largest. So it certainly does make sense that it would have like a very long gestation period. But 2 hours, I was definitely not expecting that. That is absolutely insane. You need a little bit of force too. Yeah, see, 0 babies due in 2 years. That is so insane. Okay, I don't know what to do now because currently, I mean, like I said, I'm running low on time. But, well, unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to leave it at that. I definitely don't have 2 hours today, but that we get our confirmation right there. 2 hours is how long it takes for like. I assume it's gonna be like 2 hours for the mammoths too, 2 hours for Paraceratherium. Larger mammals take longer to gestate. So there's our confirmation right there for all of those who are curious. That's so insane though. That is so flipping cool. But that's pretty much all I have for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I absolutely love this update. I think they did such a fantastic job with it. This game is just always impressive. Be sure to let me know what you guys think of the update down in the comments below. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.